So good evening, everyone. We are very happy to meet you here once again in the lecture series of the Faculty of Humanity and Social Sciences at the Open University of Sciences. And today we have a very interesting topic, bridging continents, fostering collaboration for excellence, harmony and peace in tourism research, a journey with EATSA. The person behind this is the current serving president of EATSA that I would like to introduce to you. It is Associate Professor Kevser Çinar. She is a PhD holder in tourism management from Necmettin University in Turkey. She is now associate in the Department of Tourism Management. Graduated from the Middle East Technical University, and she is certified for the development of curricula by the Institute of Educational Sciences. She is a master's holder and a doctoral degree holder from Necmettin University, and her research topics and interests focus on tourism innovation, consumer behavior, and branding, as far as I know. She has a great expertise in EU projects, working there for more than 15 years, and I consider her one of the pillars also for my work, both as coordinator and partner, with an admirable capacity to conduct even European audits that are the nightmare of every implementer. Now, she is a founding member of Euro-Asia Tourism Studies Association, and she has extensively published as a scholar with papers and book chapters, journal articles, also again in the tourism innovation, consumer behavior and branding issues. As a speaker, trainer and workshop facilitator, she is highly sought. She has attended quite a lot of international events, organized herself international conferences. I remember the hackathon, interesting multiplier event and workshops related to tourism education in different countries in Europe and outside, and most notably, the wonderful international conference, the 5th EATSA conference in Konya, Turkey. So now, Professor, I'm going to give you the floor.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dorothy. Actually, I would like to thank you to the University of Cyprus and, of course, to you, Dr. Dorothy Papatanasios, for your kind invitation. It is a pleasure for me to be with you this evening, though it is Sunday evening, and I know it is not easy to follow any kind of online session at that time, but I would like to thank you for your interest and invitation once more. So as you already mentioned about the title of the topic, I would like to give some explanation through the bridging continents and fostering collaboration for excellence, harmony and peace in tourism research, actually in terms of EATSA journey. And as the world becomes increasingly interconnected and improved capacities to initiate and achieve effective dialogue are needed to address global challenges. Currently, 1.5 billion people live in countries with low intercultural dialogue, where global challenges such as absolute poverty, radicalism, aggression, forced displacement are more prevalent. And to forge effective cooperation and sustain peace, strengthening intercultural dialogue must be a priority. And since at a time where global challenges like climate change, COVID-19, and these conflicts, economic precarity demand cooperative solutions, we are also seeing record levels of intolerance, tearing societies apart. And digital transformations with the power to bring us closer together are instead pushing us further apart. So trust in institutions, in others is falling as communities face increasingly inequality. So also one of our mains as EATSA, if we want to deliver, for example, on the sustainable development goals and address these challenges, we come together. We need to build trust and understanding. We need to work together. We need to talk. This is why Euro-Asia Tourism Studies Association with its mandate to promote peace and cultural understanding, has developed a main core for enabling intercultural dialogue, fostering this collaboration for excellence, harmony, and peace in tourism research. That is our path to cooperation. So actually, it is a means to understand each other, cooperate, develop meaningful researches, and also meaningful projects for society. So it's a means to celebrate and leverage diversity. It is a tool for peace and inclusion, and it's a way forward to a better tomorrow. So for that reason, I'm really happy today to share with you some insights about Euro-Asia Tourism Studies Association that stands as a beacon in the realm of tourism and hospitality research and dedicated to upholding the quality standards of international cooperation and scientific collaboration. And EATSA, as the acronym of the association, is not merely an academic entity. It is a bridge connecting the realms of academia and industry. So we aim to bring scholars and practitioners closer and facilitating the exchange of research findings, practical experiences, and ideas. So through conferences, because we are all organizing conferences every year, and each year, one year in Asian part and the other year that is held in European side. So far we have organized 9 conferences, and I will also summarize it in, a bit later. So this for that reason, EATSA places a special emphasis on promoting intensive cooperation between European and Asian scholars in the fields of tourism, hospitality, and recreation. And this deliberate focus on international collaboration is a testament to our belief that fusion of diverse perspectives enhances the depth and breadth of our collective knowledge. So also, the Euro-Asia Tourism Studies Association emerged as a pivotal force in the academic landscape, and established with foresight and commitment. EATSA traces its route to the inaugural conference held on June 2015 in Taiwan. So it was our inaugural conference held, and it was the first year of our association. At that historic conference, the visionaries in the field of tourism and hospitality convened to lay the foundation for an association that transcends geographical boundaries, fostering collaboration and exchange of knowledge among scholars from Asia and Europe. And actually that conference was also for me the first time that I was in Asian side, and I was just a PhD student, first year PhD student in tourism management. So it was very important for me. And also I was so happy because I realized in the conference they gave opportunity, not just for senior academics, but also for young PhD students, etc. And they invited me to be part as the founding member of the association. It was a bit surprise for me. And until after that, I was engaged in the association for last 10 years. And now it is a great pleasure for me to continue in the association, enlarging our network, meeting new people, and enlarging the scale in terms of Asia and Europe, and doing really, trying to do really meaningful things for academia and for society. So as it is core, EATSA strives to ensure that its members adhere to rigorous research integrity standards, actually. So I would like to show you the president so far. Actually, our first president is Dr. Francisco Diaz from Polytechnic Institute of Leira. And then our second president was Professor Dr. Oliver Chizisu from Fujian Catholic University in Taiwan. And then Dr. Enrico Panai from University of Sassari in Italy was the president. And Desmond Wee from International College Business School was the vice president with me. And now, for the new terms presidents of EATSA, I am as now the president, and Associate Professor Maturi Savant and Piotr Zimmotoni was the vice presidents of the Eurasia Tourism Studies Association. So we will have another 3 years together to carry the association in a further level with the contribution and support of our members, and also with the newcomers as well. So as the new president, my role within EATSA is one of both privilege and responsibility. It involves steering this association towards its noble goals, fostering cooperation and dialogue among scholars from various scientific disciplines engaged in tourism studies. And also our mission extends beyond traditional disciplinary boundaries and aspiring to create an integrated and transdisciplinary approach that enriches the academic landscape. Also, our primary goal, what can I say, in terms of international cooperation, we committed to fostering international cooperation among researchers across different countries. And also we strive to uphold the highest standards of research integrity, and we want to ensure that our members adhere to principles and standards that govern the conduct of research. And also we aim to disseminate the research findings through various channels, promoting openness, transparency in sharing data and results. So as a summary, EATSA stands as a testament to the power of collaboration and ethical research practices, and a shared commitment to advancing knowledge in the ever evolving fields of tourism and hospitality. In terms of significance of cross-cultural understanding, what we can say, in the interconnected world of today, tourism and hospitality sectors are not merely industries. They are integral components of global process that shape our modern world. So the significance of cross-cultural understanding in this context cannot be overstated. So EATSA serves as a platform for scholars, researchers, industry professionals from diverse cultural backgrounds in Asia and Europe to collaborate on tourism and planning research projects. And through international conferences and workshops and research networks, we try to facilitate direct interactions and knowledge exchange among individuals with varied cultural perspectives. So we actively so far promote cultural exchange programs, providing opportunities for researchers and students, especially for PhD students, to engage in academia and cultural experiences across continents. So these programs contribute to a deeper understanding of cultural nuances, traditions, practices, enriching the research and planning perspectives of participants. And also we try to increase the research with cross-cultural perspectives, especially after that period, because EATSA encourages and supports research initiatives that explicitly incorporate cross-cultural perspectives as well. And we really need to understand in a better way and explore how cultural factors influence, for example, tourist behavior, destination development, planning strategies, contributing valuable insights to the field, inclusive academic environments. So In that point, the association actively promotes diversity in leadership roles, ensuring that decision-making processes incorporate a range of cultural viewpoints. Also, multidisciplinary approach is important because recognizing this multidimensional nature of cultural influences on tourism and planning, we try to encourage a multidisciplinary approach for research and for projects by bringing together experts from fields such as anthropology, sociology, geography, urban planning. We can contribute to a holistic understanding of the intersection between culture and tourism. And also the publication of cross-cultural research findings. We have to make it make it more actually in quality. And EATSA supports the dissemination of research findings through various channels, including academic journal. Even we have our journal. It is now in a very early stage, but we are really trying to improve the ranking of the journal, hope in the near future. So through conferences and publications, and by actively sharing and promoting research with cross-cultural perspectives, we try to contribute to the global academic discourse on tourism and planning, actually. And for that, of course, EATSA advocates for responsible tourism planning that respects and preserves the cultural heritage of destinations. By emphasizing sustainable and culturally sensitive planning practices, we contribute to the development of tourism that benefits both host communities and visitors. For example, regarding this topic, next week on the 29th of November, we will have an online seminar by Professor Guiarak Petra from Pannonia University, Veszprém, Hungary, and also, you know, the second speaker, Dr. Dorothea Papandanasiou. She will talk about the European Union projects, especially EU funding opportunities. So by emphasizing these sustainable and culturally sensitive planning practices, we try to contribute, as I said before, the development of tourism that benefits both host communities and visitors. So if you are interested, for example, next week you can join our session and you can have more details about this really interesting topic and to see how we can collaborate through this research topic, and also what we can do in terms of international projects. So it is very important for us. Dr. Dorothea will be with us in EATSA as well. So, and here I also see that Tamara, Dr. Tamara is here, and Daniel, he is also one of our project partners in previous projects. So it is really great to see all of them here, because it gives a hope for EATSA as well. We build new projects with our member partner countries, and we can do something beneficial in terms of promotion of cultural dialogue. So we can actively promote cultural dialogue among scholars of different scientific disciplines engaged in tourism studies, and by encouraging an interdisciplinary approach, it will be a good chance for us. So also what I can say in terms of cultural diversity and unity, I would like to, we can explore the rich cultural diversity in Asia and Europe. So the cultural mosaic of Asia and Europe, each with its rich history, traditions, cultural heritage, form a mosaic of diversity. So from the bustling markets, for example, of Istanbul to the serene landscape of Kyoto, the cultural tapestry woven across these continents is both intricate and diverse, so we need to explore more, making these comparisons in the future projects. Maybe we can do this, because the projects could uncover the varied cultural mosaics or gastronomic traditions and culinary tourism practices, so showcasing the diverse flavors or culinary stories unique to each region. So we have some plans and proposals based on these topics, but we have to, of course, explore together and decide together which ones we can go through. And so far, as I mentioned, we have organized 9 conferences. The first conference was held in Taiwan in 2015, and then in Portugal 2016, and then in Japan. In 2019, we organized the conference in Konya, Antalya, and Cappadocia in Turkey side. And in 2018, we organized our conferences in France. And in 2020, it's because of the COVID situation, we had online in Italy, and also in 2021 again in Japan, but it was another online conference. In 2022, we were in Hungary, and then this year the conference was held in India last September. And for 2024, we are planning to organize our conference in Germany in the second week of July. So we will announce the dates for the conference in a few months, I guess. All the details will be ready in the association web page, so you can also follow the details from there. So I would like to show you some photos from our previous conferences. We have really great times and memories, and we share lots of cultural anecdotes and experiences. So they were all good memories and very good exchanging sessions for us to learn from each other. And also, I would like to mention some of the projects we have done through EATSA so far. The first one was directed by our first president, Professor Francisco Diaz, about favorite destinations. So EATSA actively encourages collaborative research initiatives that span the cultural landscapes of Asia and Europe. And by bringing together researchers with varied cultural insights, the association contributes to a more comprehensive understanding. Actually, in that project, more than 15 countries participated to the project, and out of this project, several research papers published, and I will just mention 2 of them. The first one is a joint research project initiated by EATSA, describe a new research program, favorite destinations worldwide. And the aim of the research project is to investigate and understand the destination preferences of tourists with a focus on the concept of brand equity in the context of tourism destinations. And also it introduces the favorite destinations worldwide research program. And that program utilizes 3 innovative tools: the destination brand choice model, the Tower of Babel platform for multilingual online surveys, and the destination brand Gnosis software for qualitative data analysis to better conceptualize a customer-based brand equity in tourism destinations. And Also, the paper presents the data from different countries, highlighting the geographic polarization of preferred destination brands. And another paper out of this project, again authored by Francisco Diaz and Madhuri Sawant, Lucilia Cardosa, and Arvind Kumar Saraswati, extends that research to focus on the perception of Indian tourists, and using a top-of-mind approach, the study explores the dream destinations and favorite destinations. So the results confirm the hypothesis regarding the geographic location of dream favorite destinations for Indian tourists. Also, EATSA organizes cultural showcases during our conferences, providing a platform for participants to share elements of their cultural heritage. And this not only fosters appreciation, but also enhances mutual understanding. And we try to reflect on a memorable EATSA conference where participants showcase traditional dances, music, culinary delights from their respective regions. Such events also create an atmosphere of cultural celebration and unity. And also, we have some other international projects and also cultural exchange programs. Some of the members already attended some Erasmus staff exchanges between member countries, or some other staff exchanges funded by their own governments. So EATSA is also cultural exchange programs that facilitate the movement of scholars between institutions in Asia and Europe. And these programs deepen the cultural understanding and promote long-lasting connections. Also, I can explain, for example, this year, we, as Turkey and India, we applied for Erasmus Key Action 171 Erasmus project. It is related with international credit mobility project. And it was a kind of staff and learner exchange project to develop the intercommunication skills and to acknowledge the subject knowledge about heritage management. And that mobility program was funded. And since that call was the first time announced last year, it was also a kind of learning process for us, how to apply and what we have to do to get funding. And luckily we get the funding. So for next year, we are planning to increase the number of participants from Asia and Europe, because the most amazing part of this call, it is open for non-European countries exchange, both European, there should be, the one partner should be from European side and the other partner should be from non-European side. So it is just fits to the purpose of our association, because we are connecting Europe and Asia, and this staff exchange or learner exchange projects was a good chance for PhD students or for academics to attend these exchange programs. So in the following, most probably in the following month, we will organize another session, especially about this Key Action 171 project, about this bilateral exchange program, to give more details to all the members. So show all the application forms, how to follow these application form procedures, how to apply it, because the deadline for this call also is in February 2024. So we will have enough time, and we will give more details about this project call in our seminar. Most probably it will be in December. In the near term of EATSA, also we are planning to establish a research consortium that serves as incubators for international collaboration. And as the first example, next week on the 29th of November, we will start one of these sessions to check which countries are willing to cooperate in terms of the first research consortia. Dr. Petra will share with the members. Also, the project consortium brings together scholars, industry experts. It will be open if there are any willing policymakers to tackle pressing issues facing the tourism and hospitality sector. But as I mentioned before, we would like to really focus on this sustainable tourism development issue, to collaborate and to work collaboratively to develop frameworks and strategies that address the environmental, social, economic aspects of sustainability. And we are also, thanks to Dorothea, we would like to actively want to engage in capacity building projects, initiatives, supporting institutions and scholars in Asia also to enhance their research maybe capabilities through mentorship programs and collaborative projects as well. So these may involve also some training workshops for researchers in emerging tourism destinations. So we will discuss the details also together very soon. And what can I also I can also mention about the events of the association, what we have done so far. In the realm of EATSA, we have implemented series of dynamic events so far, rather than just conferences. And these events are diverging from conventional conferences and joint projects. And our initiatives also include, for example, EATSA Art Tourism Film Festival. We are partner in that event. And it was again directed and led by Professor Francisco Diaz from Polytechnic Leira University. And it was an immersive exploration into the intersection of art and tourism. And we take as partner in this event. Also dedicated to empowerment, our Women's Day seminars showcase the triumphs of female academics, providing a form of sharing inspiring success stories. Also, our webinars delve into the future trends of tourism, offering insights and discussions that propel our understanding of this dynamic field. And we have also fostered collaborative spaces through monthly tourism cafe labs that was organized by Professor Desmond V and Dr. Ali Avshar. So they are organizing these tourism cafe labs monthly especially we started during pandemic. And it was important for us at that time, especially for providing a platform for the exchange of project ideas and research concepts, cultivating cross-cultural research endeavors with enthusiastic partners. And also, as I mentioned earlier, we have a Eurasia Tourism Studies journal, and the chief editor of that journal, Dr. Madhuri Savant, also she was the vice president of EATSA. So in this journal, we stand as a cornerstone in EATSA's commitment to advancing knowledge in tourism and hospitality, and it is a peer-reviewed academic journal, and it publishes theoretical, conceptual, and empirical research contributing a deeper understanding of tourism-related issues. So with all these events, and also you see here, Dorothea, it belonged to the Turkey conference in 2019, and it was the first time for Dorothea to attend this event. And in the picture, she was explaining these project opportunities for EATSA, what we can do together. So I also want to put that picture because it is really important for us. And with all these events, we mainly try to navigate the intersections of art, research, collaboration, gender empowerment, and foresight into the future of tourism. So EATSA events are not just gatherings, but for us, they are vibrant experiences designed to inspire, inform, and shape the trajectory of tourism research and practice. And for the future directions for EATSA, as we stand at the threshold of a new era, I'm really happy to share my thoughts on the future directions of EATSA as well, because the journey ahead holds immense potential, and it is our collective responsibility to shape EATSA's vision for the coming years. But we have to improve our global academic hub. So EATSA needs to aspire to become a global academic hub that transcends geographical boundaries, and policy makers from Asia and Europe collaborate seamlessly on cutting-edge research and educational initiatives. And also, building on our foundation of cross-cultural understanding, the vision for EATSA includes further integration of cultural dimension in the academic discourse, and this involves promoting research that delves into the cultural nuances of tourism experiences and encouraging collaborative initiatives that celebrate and preserve cultural heritage. In these photos, for example, we took these photos, especially the first one, in India this year conference, and our host, Dr. Madhuri Savant, invited the Ministry of Finance of India to the conference, and also the Ministry of Finance financed all the conference issues, and they promised to give funding opportunities for the projects we are planning to improve in terms of the projects in terms of India and European relations and etc. And we need more support like that from the government or policymakers as well, if we really want to achieve our aims with the support of such fundings, and policymaker support is also very important for us. Also, for the new term of EATSA, we decided to have co-creation sessions. So through these co-creation sessions, we held the first one in India conference. We tested it. Actually, it was quite good to see how to progress in the future events and improving the research possibilities, because in that way we aim to establish cultural exchange programs, as I mentioned before, and encourage interdisciplinary research on cultural sustainability and organize events that showcase the rich cultural diversity within the association. And of EATSA also envisions vibrant international conferences. So we will continue organizing these international conferences with dynamic research network and expanding portfolio of collaborative projects that address emerging challenges and opportunities in the tourism and hospitality sector. So to sum up what I have been talking for last 40 minutes, fostering cross-disciplinary collaboration within EATSA is imperative for addressing complex issues, leveraging virtual tools, involving experts, and providing ongoing support will enhance the efficiency and impact of research projects. Also recognizing outstanding contributions and sharing success contribute to a culture of collaboration. So EATSA's future lies in expanding membership and forging new collaborations and ensuring inclusivity in leadership, and initiatives such as these exchange programs, strategic partnerships, and will drive the association's growth. So the call to action emphasizes the collective impact of supporting our initiatives, ensuring it is global influence and the continuous advancement of tourism studies. Furthermore, the essence of our today's talk about EATSA revolves around the profound concept that diversity rocks. Embracing unity in diversity is not just an idealistic notion. It is also a pragmatic approach that is essential for building collaborative, harmonious and peaceful society. So by appreciating multiple perspectives, nurturing empathy, engaging in cooperative peace building, cultivating cross-cultural competence, inspiring social transformation, we laid the groundwork for collective action towards a more inclusive and peaceful world. And yeah, we would like to celebrate our differences and find common ground and collectively shape a future grounded in the understanding, respect, and collaboration. So in that way, we can truly make diversity the cornerstone of a harmonious global community, especially recently these days. We need this more than anything. So yeah, EATSA's journey is one of the collective impact where each member contributes to the symphony of knowledge and collaboration. Together, we believe that we can navigate the ever-evolving landscape of tourism studies, and united by our commitment to excellence and a shared vision of a harmonious global community. So yeah, that's all I would like to share with you, but I am happy if you have any questions. I'm happy to try to answer at least. Thank you for your time and for last 45 minutes.
I thank you very much, dear Kevser. It was really an exciting journey. And I, as a member, have been even moved with recapturing the past. I'm very happy that the Tourism Cafe Lab and all these initiatives are going to go on, and even new initiatives added. And I am saying to the audience, it is an open forum. It is indeed not an idealistic academic article confined by some academics and published in some journal. Yeah. It is a real, vibrant family. The pictures are real, the persons are real, so you have a forum, especially as young students, to move and gain. Sometimes here in Europe, we are confined in our historic cultural background. Because it is Eurocentric. This is what I have discovered in my own journey there. And we lose the bird's eye. And the bird's eye is very important for culture and tourism. In terms of our school in particularly, and all other schools that are in humanities, it's a big, the humanities, it's a big misunderstanding that humanities do not make part of tourism. Indeed, they do. And in many cases, there is infinite possibility to engage in bilateral, multilateral, or if you like, cross-disciplinary research in issues, because you can meet the real people. You notice that in the first research, EATSA managed to have an audience of almost 8,000 respondents. So which are the researches actually with these high numbers? So this is being facilitated because the members collaborate and because the members communicate. So for many universities, these possibilities to collaborate and send their students gain new insights and new opportunities adds definitely to the Bologna process if you want to speak in administrative terms, but I don't speak in administrative terms generally, adds to the quality of their studying and the quality of their experience. So thank you very much, Professor Çinar, dear Kevser, for this extraordinary journey. And I am giving the floor to the audience for questions. Do we have questions or comments that would be of concern to the community?
Can I ask something, Dorothea, if nobody...
Of course.
Yeah. Professor, thank you very much for this presentation, and it's an eye-opener for many of us. I was just wondering if you can tell us a few things about the future of this project. I mean, your future thoughts, or what comes after this, if you have something in mind. Thank you.
Actually, as I mentioned, for example, next week we are planning our first online session, especially one is we discussed in India in the co-creation session, and Professor Petra Gurak-Nemet from Hungary presented a paper about the social footprint model, and then it's really attracted lots of attention from member countries. And then Petra would like to provide a seminar also together with Dorothea next week, and she will, for example, the first cross-cultural research project she would like to propose to the members about the cultural adaptation and testing of individual social footprint model in Asia and Europe. So in that research project, the individual social footprint model she already tested in Hungary can provide an indicator also for measuring the social impact of individuals. So the basis of the model is that social impact of individual, because we all need to act and realize our impact on society. And the result of this model is a positive indicator, and the lack of impact means that the individual is not active in the development of a society. And the model is designed for the Hungarian context so far and has been tested in Hungary, but by the offering the possibility for the other countries, the aim of the joint research cooperation is to modify the model for different cultures and to test in EATSA countries. But basically it will be a kind of cross-cultural research project. But also we are planning to have a couple of Erasmus projects and capacity building projects, especially in terms of cultural heritage. Also, Dorothea has some suggestions about the projects we can build together, but we will decide actually. Next week also she will explain a brief about, she will give a seminar on EU funding opportunities. So she will explain us what other possibilities, what are the calls open for the European and Asian partners to collaborate, and then together we will decide which one has the more attention and people are willing to work. So maybe Dorothea also can give some information about what kind of, because I know you have some ideas already on your minds to propose a couple of projects, and we would like to apply actually. We would like to apply to make these projects happen, and based on these projects it will be also super good if we can have some research papers as an outputs. So maybe
for the journal. Yeah. Well, actually, to answer this question, what are the future steps? We had so far initiatives But one of the major problems is that the European side had some funding or has funding because a country like, I don't know, Poland, Italy, whatever is a member state, but we couldn't accommodate the needs of the ASEAN partners. So after the India experience where the Ministry of Finance came to the conference, this couldn't have happened in any of the European countries. That's showing how inflexible we are actually. I think that one of the issues is to alert somehow. We have some ideas, policymakers, but not only. There are very powerful industry actors there that should be, I think, activated, so they could add to the resources needed for the students to support the exchanges. Because the exchanges, if they are kept among the rectors and vice rectors, will not bring so many benefits. But the students are the future generation, the future of tourism, the future of peace anyway. So the way and the resources and the focusing on how to do will in the next steps circle around that. And one of the ideas that I would like to suggest, since Professor Papageorgiou asked, I wouldn't have said this, but he's a very esteemed colleague, is that I would like to suggest to EATSA to capitalize on the Enterprise Europe Network, because this is a very powerful, very systematic structure, and we can learn from this, but more in that session.
Thank you.
So stay in tune for further details.
Thank you, both of you. Thank you very much.
We thank you for your question.
Any other questions? No? So, in that case, once again, many thanks to the organizers and also Professor Papageorgiou, who supported me in this idea. Many thanks to our colleagues, Professor Tamara Rats, that I see here, a strong pillar in EATSA and also one of the founding members. And last but not least, our guest of honor, Professor Kevser Çinar, who has this amazing presentation along with her amazing career. So hopefully we see each other on the next EATSA meeting. And as I said, it's an open forum. Go for it. Thank you very much, and goodbye to all sides.
Thank you very much once again for your kind invitation, and it's a great honor and pleasure for me to be with you this evening, and hope to find ways to collaborate in the future projects as well, together with at least some of the people who attended today's session. So thank you.
Bye-bye to all sides. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. All the best.
Bye-bye.
Bye.